Hello dear students, this is the first video of English grammar series that I am planning to share. My intention is to make learning English grammar easy. In this video, you will get to understand noun and its variants. Please watch till the end of this video as I am giving some clues to remember these noun variants. If you have any questions in this regard, please write a comment or drop me an email. Students, what do we see here? A flower, an elephant, a ball, a school, a tree, a girl, a book, a house, and a boy. These are nouns. Let us understand it better. Can we see the clear distinction among these nouns? Let us go one by one. Vikas and Sunita are names of persons. School and house are names of places. Book and ball are the names of things. Not only this, nouns include names of qualities like kindness and happiness. It has names of stages like childhood and old age, and names of actions like laughter and movement. Nouns make up the largest class of words in most of the languages, including English. So, what is a noun? Noun is a name of a person, place, thing, animal, quality, feeling, and idea. Let us see some examples where nouns are used in the sentence. Ravi runs. Here, Ravi is a noun because it is a name of a person. He kicks the ball. Here, ball is a noun because it is a name of a thing. A flower has beauty. Here, flower and beauty are nouns because flower is a name of a thing and beauty is a feeling. A man has strength. Here, man and strength are nouns because man is name of a person and strength is a quality. In the last example, cow is an animal. Here, cow and animal are nouns as they are names of animals. Let us look at some of the important types of nouns. Common noun, proper noun, collective noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, countable noun, uncountable noun. Let's understand one by one. What is a common noun? A common noun is a general name of a person, place, animal, or a thing. Common nouns are general, not specific, so they are not capitalized unless they are the first word in a sentence. Let us see some of them in sentences. A boy is smiling. Here, boy is a common noun as it is general name of a person. A cow is an animal. Here, cow and animals are general name of animals. I want to visit a palace. Here, palace is a common noun as it is general name of a place. Please note that articles a and an should be used before a common noun. Let us see what is a proper noun. Proper noun is a specific name of a person, place, animal, or thing. Proper nouns are specific, not general. Let us see some of them in few sentences. Radha is a doctor. Here, Radha is a proper noun as it is specific name of a person. Delhi is the capital of India. Here, Delhi is a specific name of a place and India is name of a specific country. The river Ganga is the largest river in India. Here, Ganga is the name of particular river and India is name of a specific country. Some more examples on proper noun are John, Bangalore, the Himalaya, the sun, days of the week, months of the year. Please note that a proper noun does not have a plural form. It always begins with a capital letter. Let us clearly understand the difference between common and proper nouns. Here you see some examples. River is a common noun. The river Ganga is a proper noun. You see the difference. Here, river is a general name and Ganga is a specific name. King is a common noun and Ashoka is a proper noun. Here, king is a general name and Ashoka is a specific name. Man is a common noun and Rahim is a proper noun. Here, man is a general name and Rahim is a specific name. You can see the rest of the examples to understand it better. Let us see what is collective noun. A collective noun is a collection of people, animals, and things that are taken as one whole. For example, in the sentence, my school has a library. Library is a collective noun as it represents collection of books. Our basketball team won the match. Here, team is a collective noun as it represents a group of people. Mother could find bunch of keys at home. Here, bunch is a collective noun as it represents a set of keys. Simple, right? You see few more examples: class, committee, family, group, jury, flock, staff. Please note that a collective noun can be in both singular and plural form. Let us move on to concrete nouns. Concrete nouns are the names of persons, place, objects, and materials. We can also say a concrete noun is a noun that refers to something that can be touched, tasted, heard, or smelt. For example, I have purchased bangles. Here, bangles is concrete noun as they are materials that we can touch and see. The table is made of plastic. Here, table and plastic are concrete nouns as they are materials that we can touch and see. Rose is a beautiful flower. Here, rose and flower are concrete nouns as they are objects that we can touch, see, and smell. Let's see few more examples. Table, house, school, bunch, man, girl, John. Please note that all the common nouns, proper nouns, and collective nouns are concrete nouns. Let us move on to one more important noun type, that is abstract noun. Abstract noun is name of thoughts, qualities, states, feelings, concepts, and moments. Please note that abstract nouns cannot be seen, heard, smelt, touched, or tasted, but they can be experienced. For example, my aunt is known for kindness. Here, kindness is an abstract noun as it is a quality. Honesty is the best policy. Here, both honesty and policy are abstract nouns. Honesty is a quality, policy is a concept. He refuses to give up his freedom of speech. Here, freedom is an abstract noun as it is a state or condition. You can see few more examples. Pleasure is a state, patience is a quality, anger is a feeling, bravery is a quality, charity is a concept. Let us see what is countable noun. A noun that can be countable is called countable noun. For example, the apples are on the table. Here, apples and table are countable nouns because we can count the apples and table. Boys are playing in the playground. Here, boys and playground are countable nouns. The girl won the prize in the contest. Here, girl, prizes and contest are countable nouns. Few more examples are boy, boys, tooth, teeth, mouse, mice, chair, chairs. The next one is uncountable noun. Nouns that cannot be counted are uncountable nouns. For example, a boy is playing on the sand. Here, sand is uncountable noun because we cannot really count the sand. She has long hair. Here, hair is uncountable noun. He drank some water. Here, water is uncountable noun. Few more examples on uncountable noun are food, milk, grain, flour. Here is the graphical representation of what we have discussed so far. It should ideally help you understand, remember nouns and its variants with ease. To summarize the same, you see noun types are branching out from nouns branch. Common nouns are general names. For example, boy, cow, animal, palace. Countable and uncountable nouns come under both common and abstract nouns. Common nouns that are countable are called countable nouns. For example, table, playground, apples, keys. Common nouns that are not countable are called uncountable nouns. For example, sand, hair. Proper nouns are specific names. For example, Delhi, Radha, Ganga. Collective nouns are collection or groups. For example, library, team, bunch. As you all know by now, all the common nouns, proper nouns and collective nouns are concrete nouns. Abstract nouns cannot be touched, smelt, tasted. For example, kindness, honesty. Abstract nouns that can be uncountable. For example, ideas, concepts. Abstract nouns that are uncountable. For example, anger, love, bravery, honesty, friendship. I am sure by now you can easily relate all the noun types. If you memorize this image, you can recollect all the noun types. Thank you. Please subscribe to my free YouTube channel for more videos on social science and English grammar. If you like this video, please press the like button and share with your friends.